Hi, it's Natasha Bailey from Soul Mission, where I work with Starseeds and Lightworkers who wish to ground their soul mission into physical reality here on this planet. So today I'm doing a reading for the collective consciousness, for the Starseed and Lightworker communities, for the full moon in Scorpio on the 27th of April 2021. What do we need to know as a collective to move forward and really get the most out of these full moon energies in Scorpio, which is a very deep, fixed and watery sign that likes to go to the depths. I particularly like this full moon because I have my full moon in Scorpio. And this is a great opportunity to really release any long-held patterns or beliefs that you might have, either from this life or other lives that you've had in other dimensions or galaxies. So for today's reading, I will be using the Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell, artwork by Danielle Noel. I'll be using the Past Life Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Brian Weiss. The Lightworker Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. Caroline Myss deck Archetype cards. And finally, the Crystal Deva cards by Cindy Watlington, photographs by Rick Kopp. Okay, so let us start with the Starseed Oracle deck. And since my channel is all about helping Starseeds and Lightworkers fulfill their soul mission, let's look and see, what does the collective need to know in order to release any block standing in our way to fulfilling our purpose here on this planet at this really exciting point in the planet, this massive awakening going on right now. So I'm asking for all of our Starseed tribes to deliver a message to the collective consciousness, to Starseeds and Lightworkers throughout. So I tend to shuffle cards until one pops out or starts to stick out or falls out. So sometimes it may take a little time, but I think it's so worth it, because usually I find the cards that come out really, really speak quite profoundly to where we are or what we need to hear in this moment. And also the Starseed Oracle deck, it's got a kind of silky finish to it. So it's less likely cards stick or pop out with this deck. Well, that's fine. I still love it. And I love the colors of the deck. Okay, so I've got two coming out. Brilliant. The first card is a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. So this is all about keeping hold of the vision that new earth is coming and that we are all participating and creating in it. Now, it might feel like this isn't happening because of all the dysfunctional and distorted messages that the mainstream media and mainstream politics are sending to us right now. So our mission is to hold the vision for the new earth, because as we hold that thought and embody it in our daily lives, we help to create the new earth, which will bring about a more healthy, balanced way of living on this planet. So wonderful. Oh gosh, The second card is Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. This is your moment to share your song, your unique message with the world, and connect through sound, deliver messages through sound, through your voice, and dive deep. This full moon is in the watery sign of Scorpio, so make use of that wateriness to dive deep with people and deliver those messages of comfort, of hope, of inspiration, of curiosity, of possibility of a different world or a different outlook. Wonderful. And those of you who really connect with the Whale and Orca Elders, this is your time to bring their message out into the world. Amazing. So what past lives may be coming up now to be transformed, transmuted? What past life energies are coming through for the collective to be transmuted for this full moon? Here we go. Wow. Wisdom. Look at the beauty of this angelic being, this horse, this unicorn. The message of wisdom. This is really about tapping into the wisdom that you can bring through from all your other lives. You can open those portals and invite the wisdom, all the knowledge that you've gained throughout your lifetimes, to bring it through in this moment and to allow that to be downloaded so that you too can further your soul mission, your purpose in life. I really want to read the description behind this card a bit more. This card indicates that you have tremendous wisdom and knowledge from prior lifetimes that seek to resurface now. Even if you've never thought of yourself as particularly wise, this card indicates that you learned important lessons and information that will serve you and others if it's reawakened now. This card can indicate that it's time for you to return to school or seek additional education of some sort. This may even be a sign that you're changing your career path. Your re-emerging knowledge is guiding you toward work that is more meaningful. You know what I mean. You know that there is work that you could be doing or doing more of that's more meaningful, that comes more naturally. This card asks you to believe in yourself and know that you have what it takes to tackle a career related to your true interests and passions. So this is making use of your knowledge and wisdom to share it with the world in a way that is unique and helpful to the world, to your soul mission. Wonderful. So now we go on to the Alana Fairchild Lightworker Oracle deck. And we ask that our higher selves give us some guidance as to what we can focus on in this moment to make the most of this time to move forward in life. Here we go. Spiritual decree. Spiritual decree. Okay. Before I read the description of the card, I just wanted to share what's coming through. And that is that you have the ability to decree whatever you wish may happen or you wish to experience. So this is a moment where you can declare something to be true. Declare your intentions. Declare different possibilities, a different reality, a different timeline be created. So you have this moment and energy to make that declaration. So the description of the card. You have been wondering what will happen next in your life, not realizing how much power you have to decide that for yourself. What do you wish to have happen next? Are you willing to use your divine birthrights of free will, voice, and empowerment to set the cosmic wheels in motion? If your answer is yes, then it is time to speak your truth to the universe. Decree it, and you shall be it. And so it is. So now we move on to the Caroline Myss archetype cards. And I like to use this card deck to help us embody more of certain energies that perhaps have been lying dormant within us, or maybe need to be developed a bit more, you know, in order to get our purpose out there, to get our truth and to do our work. So I'm actually going to pick two cards out. I'm going to pick one for your inner divine masculine and then one for your inner divine feminine. We all have these energies within us to different degrees as appropriate to our gender, however we identify. So let's start with the inner divine masculine. What does the inner divine masculine within us need to embody more of, so we can fulfill our life purpose, our soul mission? Oh, here we go. Ha! That's so funny. I talked about the divine masculine, but actually this came out. Femme fatale. Femme fatale. So you can read this in one of two ways. Either you as a divine masculine need to be mindful of the femme fatales in your life, or embody more of your femme fatale qualities. So with every energy, with every archetype, there are light attributes and darker attributes. Ideally, we want to acknowledge both, because then we more completely acknowledge certain needs within us. So the light attributes of the femme fatale archetype are, this archetype highlights the erotic energy of the feminine and opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. So this may mean for the divine masculine to honor the erotic energy of the feminine, but also not to become dependent on the femme fatale energies, and simply to open your heart. Simply to open your heart. The shadow attributes of the femme fatale is she may inappropriately use her sensuality to manipulate you. She may be overly attached to money or power over you. And so this is where some awareness needs to be brought to your own sensual energy, your own sexual energy, as to whether this influence of the femme fatale, whether it brings positivity, light, inspiration, sensuality, and groundedness into your life, or whether it feels as if you are being played. You feel as if you are being drawn in, but in a way that feels really uncomfortable. And as if you don't have any control over it. And it may feel as if you may be feeling drained by it. So if that is the case, go back and look at what's driving the energy behind the attraction to the femme fatale, or the dark femme fatale. And look at where your sensual or sexual needs may be lying. What do you truly need? What is the dark femme fatale highlighting to you that you need to resolve within you? And with the light attributes of the femme fatale, you know you're in the presence of the positive seductress energy, because it is a seductive energy, but you know you're in the positive attributes of it when you feel uplifted, when you feel more alive, when you feel more connected to your own feminine self, your feeling self. So ponder that, my lovely brothers. I am going to pick a card for the Divine Feminine now. What does the Divine Feminine need to know? What does the Divine Feminine need to know? Oh, wow. Amazing. The card is Servant. The archetype of the servant. The light attributes are delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. I'm going to show it to you. So ladies, have a think about where you are able to give freely and unconditionally from a loving space without expectation of anything in return, simply because you want to, because it's in it to you to give, but also coming from a healthy space, not giving if you're tired or giving because you feel obligated. So check in and see, where could you give from a loving place without expectation of anything in return? Okay, and the shadow attributes: using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. Okay, ladies, so where in your life do you feel like you might have a lack mentality in abundance? Or where do you feel like, well, I can't do X, Y, and Z until I've got, the money to do A, B, C? Ask yourself, really, what could you do even with little money or no money? What could you do, with not many resources now? Where could you tap into your own abundance of giving and lovingness that you could give to others? And the thing behind abundance is, as we give more from a loving place, unconditional place, the more we expand the energy of abundance around us. And you will bring more abundance to yourself. And this is how you grow and expand your energies. So, you know, please don't make these excuses that you don't have enough money to fulfill your purpose in life. I tell you already just by being born and by being you, you are fulfilling your purpose. Now, if you want to do more and give or be of service, just start. Just make a start. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the abundance. And allow that to come back to you. So finally, I'm going to finish off with the Crystal Deva cards. And I like to pull from this card deck because I find the energy of the crystals very grounding. And as starseeds, and I know from personal experience, we can become a bit ungrounded because it's so much easier for us to be up there in the light. But because we are incarnated into a physical body, even if you have a starseed soul, even if you have a volunteer soul, you still need to accept that you are a human being as well. You have a physical body and you are here on this physical planet, on this dense space. So what do the Crystal Deva cards have to say, to share to us about being grounded here on planet Earth so we can fulfill our mission? Okay, wow, amazing card. Amazing card of amber and of non-resistance. This is the message from the Crystal Deva cards. Amber, non-resistance. Just want to have a quick sneaky peek at what the longer description has to say. So amber is the chakra of solar plexus. The color is gold, golden color. And I'll just read the first paragraph because this is so apt. The earth is a school for cosmic learning, for soul growth, for evolution. Life is continuously presenting instruction through experience. Sometimes the lessons are hard, filled with sorrow and pain. Perhaps a loved one leaves you through death, or to be with another. In the midst of your despair, it may be difficult to recognize that there is something to be learned from the ordeal that you are going through. Sometimes the greatest lesson of the many that this experience brings may be that of encouraging non-resistance, letting go. Letting go. Sometimes we cannot change the circumstances that we are in or the situations that we have experienced in life. However, what we can do is change how we feel about it, or rather take the lessons from those experiences to move forward. And simply let go. Let go of the tension of holding on to something, someone, or some place that perhaps may have had a significant meaning to you. And maybe it's just time to let that go. Maybe it's an old pattern or habit that you have grown very comfortable with, but it doesn't serve you anymore. Imagine what would it mean just to let that go, taking with you all the lessons and the learnings. And if you're not sure what those lessons or learnings are, then sit with it, move your body, shake, Feel into your body all the lessons and the learnings of the situation that you are in or have been in, and allow yourself to dive deep, dive deep. So my lovelies, I hope you enjoyed this collective consciousness reading. And if you like this, please click the like button or the heart button and follow and subscribe and share with your friends. I'm sending you so much love. Take care for now. Bye.